That's what they call it, right? Everybody always says, man, you want socialism? You expect a socialist utopia? No, I never said I expect a utopia. Everything got to work. Okay, socialism means it's a workers' movement. It's a benefit to the workers, that the workers are going to control the means of production and distribution and benefit from that. They're going to control it, and they're going to benefit from it. They're going to profit from it and come out better than we are right now. All right? And then they would say, well, Ed, what about that socialist utopia in Venezuela? Got you there, Ed. Venezuela, where the people are starving, where the people are eating zoo animals. They're eating zebras, Ed. They're eating giraffe. They got barbecue sauce in that giraffe neck, man. They're all chomping down on it as they barbecue that giraffe. Right? Then they take the giraffe clothes and the skin and they make a giraffe outsuit of coat. Even though it's 90 degrees out there, they still make a giraffe coat. And what do you say about that? What do I say about that? The economy of Venezuela, okay, as struggling as it is far better than the economy of Dominican Republic, better than Guatemala. These capitalist utopias all over the Caribbean and South America and Central America. It's better. Guess what? It's better than Costa Rica. It's better than Panama. Okay, look it up. Don't believe Ed Opperman. Ed Opperman's a lying socialist. Google GDP. The nations, according to Caribbean nations, South American nations, according to GDP, and you'll see that Venezuela is far ahead of these capitalist utopias. Let's take a little commercial break. And now a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever thought about opening your own mobile cart or kiosk business? Maybe the facility you manage could establish new revenue by adding coffee, food, or retail services. Cart King International can be the answer to your needs. Cart King is a North American designer and manufacturer of the finest mobile coffee, food, and retail carts and kiosks. Cart King has been working with clients and corporations across North America for 20 years, providing innovative designs, custom manufacturing, and timely delivery. Carts and kiosks are fun, and so are the dozens of designs on our website. Please visit us today at www.cart-king.com or just call us at 1-877-986-7771 and get your sales rolling.
PureSoapFlakes.com, 218-568-2525. Have you ever heard of Castile Soap? Pure Soap Flake Company handcrafts fine soap bars, laundry powder, and concentrated soap flakes using organic vegetable oils from their northern Minnesota facility. Bathe your body and wash your clothes with Pure Soap products that are free of fragrance, GMOs, palm oil, sodium lauryl sulfate, and synthetic additives. Keep it clean, folks. Pure Soap Flake Company products are kind to living creatures and sensitive skin, safe for drains and waterways, and work great in high-efficiency washers and top and front-loading machines. They have a little promotion going on. Contact them to order some soap. Mention the Opperman Report. You're going to get a free gift. They're going to send a little extra soap, travel size, soap bars and laundry soap, cleaning soap flakes. I've been using that stuff all day long today. Great stuff. Order today at puresoapflakes.com or give them a call, 218-568-2525, 218-568-2525. Pure Soap Flake Company is a proud member of the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild.
Tina Helmuth is writing an ongoing series of fact-fiction books that boldly takes on today's most heinous crimes. Suffer the Little Children, The Wrath of the Father, and Unbreakable. Deeply researched and mixed with the supernatural, good versus evil makes these thrillers hard to put down. Available at Lulu.com in paperback or ebook.
If you find yourself in need of legal representation, it can be a very stressful time in your life. In my career, I have dealt with thousands of lawyers, I've dealt with thousands of law firms, and I can confidently recommend to you Keith M. Davidson at kmdlaw.com. Available 24 hours, 7 days a week. Just log into kmdlaw.com. That's kmdlaw.com. Or you can call toll-free 833-4KMD-LAW. That's 833-4KMD-LAW. Personal injury, wrongful death, STDs, sexual assault, car accidents. They handle it all efficiently and professionally. It doesn't matter how imposing the opposition may be, because the team at KMDlaw.com are battle-tested and fierce. They will not stop until justice prevails. Go to kmdlaw.com or call toll-free 833-4KMD-LAW. If you're in for the fight of your life, stop screwing around and contact KMD Law.
It's the Opperman Report. And now, here is investigator Ed Opperman.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the Opperman Report. I'm your host, Private Investigator Ed Opperman. Okay, let me see. Well, I hit you with this thing here, right? I stumbled on this thing 11 hours ago. This is the craziest thing. Whoopi Goldberg apologizes for donning Prince Hall Masonic sweater on The View. Okay? And this is it. She told the audience before taping began. Before we get to the show, let me apologize. Yesterday I wore a sweater that apparently upset a lot of people. That was not my intention. I simply bought a sweater from the internet. I will never wear it again, and that's all I can say. I still don't know what the connotations are or why people are upset, but I'm not going to wear it again. Okay? That's that. That's my best Whoopi Goldberg impression on the spot. But this is it. What the hell is she talking about? First of all, she buys a Masonic sweater that happens to be, by the way, the Prince Hall Masons, the biggest group of Masons of African descent worldwide. So, and I cannot believe that she bought this sweater on the internet and she didn't and the caption didn't say something about African Masons. But whatever going on here, man, I'm just bringing it to your attention. January 26th, she was spotted on a January 27th episode. She expressed her regret for donning a garment exclusive to members of the Masonic Order. Maybe she is a Mason. Ever think of that, guys? And she doesn't want to say it. Yeah, you know, very odd career, this Whoopi Goldberg. We can get into that someday. Okay, moving on. I don't know. I was talking last week about my road trip up to D.C., and I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. But one thing that you don't see reported on the news at all, okay, it's reported on the news in D.C., but it's not reported on the news nationwide, is that after the January 6th insurrection there, the riots at the Capitol, there was looting. There was looting that went on, okay, because when we were all the way down, I was down at the, what's it called? Adams Mill is where I was staying, right? And, put Google in the, Google machine there. I look up, not looking up, how to kill your kid. Like this other chick is doing. I look up, hey, where's the liquor store? Right? And I go walking around. And the streets in D.C. are so bizarre, and the connecting streets. And, you're walking around in a circle for 10 minutes before you find where you got to go. And I get into the liquor store there, and I'm talking to the owner. And as long as I go, he said, well, I'll know in a few days, because we're expecting more riots. And he says, yeah, I was looted. He says, I was looted. He says, these MAGA hats came in here with their military gear on and stuff like that, and they looted my place of all the Jim Beam and the whiskey and a wild turkey, man. They snatched up out of his place, these patriots, right? And they needed to pour some tea into the harbor there, right? But they needed Jim Beam to do it. So there was looting that went on. There was also a guy at the gas station told me that they took his ATM machine. Now, a lot of that, I think, is pre-planned, when they know there's going to be chaos and disorder, that these organized crime groups go in there and steal ATM machines, which is what I suspect happened there. But you wouldn't know that there was looting going on in D.C. unless I told you, because it's not on the news at all. No one's talking about that. He did talk about that other patriot who stole that laptop from Pelosi and tried to sell it to the Russians. That patriot there. He told you about that one. Okay. What else I want to tell you? GameStop. You guys interested in GameStop? We can talk about that later, if I have to. I want to talk about Christopher Drake Hines. Christopher Drake Hines. He's the son, or is he the son-in-law, of John Kerry? Nope, he's the stepson of former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. And if you notice, Mr. Biden here, right, appointed John Kerry as the czar over climate change. He's the climate change czar. Czar. Right? It makes him half a pirate, right? The czar. That's how he'll be a pirate. So Joe Biden, Lunchbox Joe, appoints John Kerry to be the czar of climate change, right? And he's going to help us out with all this climate change. And it's funny, too, because I watch his press conference, and his hair has this, I don't know, these guys seem to go for that just for men, hair dye. And I don't touch it because of my problem with Keith Hernandez. But he's got his hair dyed in some kind of gray-black way. It's blacker than it was when he ran for president. Let's put it that way. That was quite a few years ago. But now Joe Biden has the balls to appoint John Kerry to be a czar over something. Now, I say this and because most people don't understand the story of Christopher Drake Hines, the stepson. Now, did you know that Christopher Drake Hines is the heir to the Heinz ketchup fortune? Because John Kerry married Miss Heinz, the Heinz princess, who's the heir to the Heinz ketchup fortune. Billionaires, these Heinz, okay? And if there's something about like class warfare, right, where you can do something to stop putting so much money into the pockets of these oligarchs, one thing you can do is you can go to the store. Trust me, that if I put 10 different ketchups in front of you, okay, you wouldn't know which one was Heinz and which one was the store brand ketchup. I promise you. Because it's probably all coming from the same ketchup factory to begin with. But at least they make a little less profit off it when you buy the other Heinz ketchup without the label on it. So you can take these little steps here in life. And God forbid, man, it does taste a little bit different. You'll get used to it, trust me. Okay. All right? I haven't bought a Heinz ketchup bottle since I was in my 20s. But Ed, what are you trying to tell us? I'm trying to tell you, man, that it took huge cojones for Mr. Biden to appoint Mr. Kerry to any position in his cabinet. And that's because of his stepson, Christopher Drake Hines, who was partners with who? Hunter Biden. That's right. Hunter Biden and Christopher Hines and Devin Archer were all partners in this business. What was it called? Something about a Rosemont Farm, they called it. It was named after Rosemont Farm. It was called Rosemont Seneca Partners, right after Rosemont Farm, the Hines family estate in Pittsburgh. Hunter Biden, Christopher Hines, and Devin Archer. And these characters, man, and it's all documented out there. They went all, when Mr. Hines' stepdad was working, I think he was Secretary of State, and Mr. Biden was vice president. Their sons set up a company together with this other guy, Devin Archer, who has another interesting history. And they went around the world to all different countries and said, we'd like you to hire us as Seneca Partners. Rosemont Seneca Partners. It's an investment fund. And you invest with us and we'll take care of your money for you. We're going to put it right here in our pockets and keep it. Okay? But if you need to call my dad, the vice president, or my stepdad, the Secretary of State, come on, give me a call. I'll put you right on the phone with him. And they're selling influence is what they're doing. But, this is one of the, it's not as sexy as the Hunter Biden drugs and prostitutes and whatever else he's up to. But that's the real corruption that goes on in Washington. And with someone with as deep pockets and as greedy as John Kerry, there's plenty of things you can do as the czar of climate change. We're going to pass a rule that says all the cars got to be electric from now on. And Nancy Pelosi runs out and invests $1 million in Tesla. Okay? Everybody knows what's going on. There's a lot of ways to make money without outright bribery. But then sometimes there is outright bribery. Like when Mr. Biden puts a kibosh on the deal, the plane deal there, of sending those fighter jets to the United Arab Emirates. Well, we're going to put a hold on that until there's a certain amount in my son's bank account. And then the hold will be released. Okay? It's not unusual for a new president to come in and for a temporary hold to be put on deals. And then mysteriously, it's not in the news, it's not reported, for the hold to be lifted. This is how life works in America. This is how